Well, a terrifying moment caught on camera is being investigated right now in Colombia. That's where a youth basketball coach from Willimantic has been arrested after he allegedly hit a parent in the parking lot with his car.
Your reporter Marcy Jones live in studio breaking this down. It was all caught on camera, so explain what happened here.
That's right. Good morning. Well, police believe this all stemmed from a heated argument inside of Horace Porter Elementary School during a basketball game. But things took a dangerous turn in the parking lot, and thankfully the victim is okay. This surveillance footage from just before 11:30 Sunday morning shows the moment police say the coach of a Wyndham girls youth basketball team, Brian Baez Rivera, struck a parent with his car after the game. The footage is disturbing, and police say the victim and the accused coach have different accounts of what happened. According to state police, the victim says the coach intentionally ran into him, causing him to fall, break his nose, and suffer a concussion. According to Baez Rivera, he says the victim walked straight into his path and he couldn't avoid collision. State police say, however, in the footage, Baez Rivera does not appear to make an attempt to stop. The incident has resurfaced concerns about heated behavior at children's games.
The worst it ever got was, parents screaming at a coach about playing time or something like that, but nothing to the extent of, what we see in this particular incident.
Baez Rivera faces 4 separate charges, including second-degree assault. He's due in court on January 23rd. Your reporter in studio, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.